mother, and 619 who said they were her father. That makes, let me see.
1,236.
All liars, Drake. I never realized there were so many dishonest people on the island of Manhattan.
Well, some of them were from the Bronx, miss.
Where are they, Miss Farrell? Where are all the people?
They're gone, dear. Come and gone. I'm sorry, but they were all liars and fakes. After nothing but the $50,000.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
Gee, I thought for sure someone was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come from the FBI.
Elliot Ness has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York. This type of locket was manufactured between 1918 and 1922.
Sort of locket?
Yes. Over 90,000 were made and sold.
90,000?
Annie, I guess the gist of it is Ness doesn't think there's a chance in a million of finding your parents through the locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, you did the best you could. And if you can't find them, nobody can. Anyways, I guess a kid can get along without folks. You didn't turn out so bad. You got everything. All them Duesenbergs hanging on the wall and everything.
Excuse us, sir. We'll go check on the dinner menu.
Annie, Babe Ruth is the right fielder for the New York Yankees. A Duesenberg is a car, and there's something else you should know. God made me a fortune, that fortune made 10. Been headlined and profiled again and again. But something was missing, I never quite knew. That something was someone. My speeches are greeted with thunderous acclaim, and two universities bearing my name. Yet something was missing each time I got through. That something was someone, but who could that someone be? How could she make it known? Who would need me for me alone? The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Dreamed I could find it in one little girl. Yet something was missing, but dreams can come true. That something is no one but you. Not bad for an old man, huh? Who would need me for me alone? The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I could find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. You have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
I'll get them right away, sir.
No, wait here just a moment. Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
Well, if I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one in the world I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Mrs. Drake?
Yes,
call Justice Brandeis and have him come down to sign the adoption papers.
Yes, sir.
Grace, tell Mrs. Pugh we'll have a house full of guests. We'll need flowers,
Flowers.
caviar,
Caviar.
champagne.
Champagne. I'm fine.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration. You can have anyone you want come to it. So who will it be? Babe Ruth, Johnny Rockefeller, Madam Chiang Kai-shek? She's a lot of fun.
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell here, and Mrs. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and Annette, and Cecile, and Mrs. Greer. I guess I'd like everybody here.
Of course, that's who I'd like too. Mrs. Drake,
Yes, sir.
tell the staff to get spiffed up. They'll be the guests at Amy's adoption party tonight.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids.
No, I'm afraid it'll be far past their bedtime. But I'll tell you what, we'll have everyone from the orphanage over tomorrow for a big Christmas celebration.
Miss Hannigan, too.
Miss Hannigan too. Why not?
Excuse me, sir. Everyone is getting, and these are your words, sir, spiffed up for the party tonight.
Ah, well, I suppose Annie and I should be getting spiffed up too. Grace,
Yes, sir.
have Cecile put Annie in one of her... Why, Grace, you look very pretty in that dress.
Why, thank you, sir.
Have Cecile put Annie in one of her new dresses and have Annette do something with her hair. I don't know, take her up, gussy her up.
Yes, sir.
Night of my life. Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid. Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot they never can sever.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue.
I don't need anything but you.
You wrapped me around that cute little finger. You made life a song. You made me the singer.
And what's that phantom tune you always boo?
But anything but you.
Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
Not now, that's then. I'm poor as a mouse,
I'm richer than Midas.
but nothing on earth could ever divide us. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't need anything but you. Him needed his mother, poor one needed his shop, poor one needed his brother, poor house, ego, flip flop.
really very
Simple.
And according to the law,
Sir?
What?
Sir.
Excuse us, folks. We don't mean to interrupt. Shirley, look! There's our Annie!
Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge. Mudge is the name, Ralph Mudge. And this here's the wife, Shirley.
You never knew it, dear, but you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge.
We was sick and broke, honey, but we didn't know which way to turn. And a man up in Canada gave us a job on his farm.
But we couldn't bring along no baby.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
Mr. Mudge, is it? We've seen a great number of people who've claimed to be.
Proof. I expect you'd be wanting proof of who we are. Here's our driver's license and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl, name, Anne Elizabeth Mudge. Born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, October 28, 1922.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
It was in her note, sir.
Yes, I know, but I still
Mister,
don't...
please, you gotta believe us. We got in the Greyhound this afternoon and went straight to the orphanage to fetch our Annie. And the lady up there said that our baby was down here.
Oh, and all these years I've dreamed of holding you in my arms again. Mr. Mudge, on the night Annie was left at the orphanage.
Here's something that you wouldn't know about. But when we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half of a silver locket with her and kept the other half. So that one day,
Look, Ralph, Annie has it.
and here's the part that we kept. Yes, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph, she's our Annie.
She is.
She seems to be.
Well, if you'll get Annie's things together, we'll be taking her along now.
Take her.
No.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Money? Well, we ain't got much, but we'd be glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard that I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to anyone that can prove they're Annie's parents?
No, sir. We ain't heard nothing about no check. Anyway, we don't want no money.
Right. We don't need that money for Annie.
Well, on the other hand, Cheryl, remember that pig farm up in New Jersey? With 50 grand, we could afford to buy it. We could afford to bring Annie up right in the country. With fresh air and fresh eggs.
Fresh ham.
Fresh ham. Certified, huh? All I gotta do is make it up to myself.
Yes, that's correct. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
You wouldn't mind if Annie stayed the night until tomorrow morning, Christmas, and you can come back tomorrow and pick up Annie and the check.
Oh,
Oh.
Problem?
No, sir, whatever you prefer. Well, we should be getting along now. Until tomorrow morning, Annie, and you'll be spending the rest of your lives with us.
bye, Annie. Love.
Well, goodbye, y'all. Oops. Pardon me, Dollface. Merry Christmas.
Well, isn't this just wonderful? Annie has met her parents and they seem to be a very nice couple.
You're lucky, Annie.
Yeah, lucky. Just think, a pig farm.
Mrs. Greer, champagne.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's Christmas Eve and we've just received some wonderful news. Annie has found her mother and father. Everyone, I propose a toast. To Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie, Annie.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Well, I seem to have that effect on everyone.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, that Mr. Mudge. I think I've seen him someplace before. I don't know where or when, but I have the strangest feeling he's not who he says he is.
Mr. Roosevelt.
Franklin.
Franklin. Franklin, I need your help.
Well, of course, Oliver. Whatever I can do for you.